I'm Alan Tracy.
And I'm his nerdy assistant, Rahana Power.
And this is Film in Minnesota, believe it or not.
Let's go! All right, so we are back. Today's guest is Gabi Del Moral. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Very excited. We're going to jump right in to our little icebreaker conversations. And Gabi, so tell me about some personal rules for life that you have that you absolutely 100% never break for yourself.
Well, the first rule is respect. Respect everyone that comes across your path, regardless who it is. And respect yourself. So that is the one thing that, if there's no respect, I think the rest is worthless. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
absolutely.
That's the one.
Yeah, I like that. I think not enough people, especially the respecting yourself aspect, not enough people do that. I think that's really key. That's a great one. So what is the most relaxing place or your favorite place in the whole world that you've ever been?
Oh my God. Well, that takes me back to my home country, Venezuela. And the favorite place is called Morrocoy, and is a national park, and there's different islands. They're just scattered, and we're talking, you go there and it's white sand, clear blue aqua water. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just paradise. So that to me, by far, it's been the best place I've ever been.
That sounds amazing.
No, it's insane.
We're going to have to talk more about that later.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Why did you leave?
Well, I came here to go to school originally back in 92. And then I ended up staying here.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. Yeah. No, I started, my brother lived here when I came here to go to school, and then I got married and yada, yada, yada. And now I have 3 kids. So, yeah. Yeah, so, it was kind of like Cupid kind of had a plan of its own kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Have you brought your kids back there?
To Venezuela?
Yeah.
Only my oldest daughter,
mm-hmm.
Because she speaks fluent Spanish.
Oh, really? That's
so
awesome.
Yeah, but the boys, they don't, and it's a very dangerous place to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it's something that I didn't want to risk to bring them down there.
Absolutely.
But just my daughter. She's been the only one.
Well, that's fun. It does sound amazing there too.
The country itself is a beautiful country. Unfortunately, it's going through a lot of horrible things,
right?
Due to the government. So there's a lot of poverty, a lot of chaos all around. So it's not a safe place to be.
Yeah,
but
just so unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is very unfortunate. A lot of people are dying. It's right now, I think the country that is in worse condition, for sure, in America.
Yeah.
But, yeah, pretty sad.
It is. Okay, enough sad.
Okay. Let's switch gears.
Tell me about a random, fun, interesting, maybe unexpected talent that you have.
Wow. Okay. An expected talent. I don't know if this is unexpected, but hey, I can tap.
Really?
Yes. I love doing tap.
Tap dancing?
Tap dancing.
Oh, you got the shoes?
I got everything.
Okay.
Fun.
Yes. I think it's so fun. And that brings me back, when I was young. I did a lot of tap. And so, yeah. I have good time doing that.
Yeah. Have you ever done it for a film here too?
Not for a film.
Oh, a musical.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be great if somebody can make me, start dancing.
Yeah.
But no, I have not done anything.
Have you
like
done
that
it for
yet.
theater?
Yes.
Okay.
Growing up, That's how I started in the acting. Was when I was 5, I got involved in this academy, which was singing and dancing and acting. And I was there from 5 all the way to my teenage years, and it was a lot of fun. So we did plenty of musicals, a lot of TV shows, commercial. Well, actually, I was in a Colgate commercial, so that was pretty awesome.
Oh, wow.
So it was a national commercial. So it's like,
Nice.
but yeah, it's that's where I did, learn, the tap and the jazz for musicals type of thing. So, yes.
That is a great talent.
Yes, it's fun. It's fun.
I believe it. That would be so much fun.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
So that's how you got started in acting. What made you decide once you came here that you wanted to continue pursuing that and then like move into film?
Well, that is an interesting question, because when I moved here, I was not thinking I was going to be going back to acting. That is something that I was, when I came here, I was focused with school and then became a mom, and that became my priority.
Right.
With 3 kids. And I actually just got back in the game not too long ago, just 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's been recent. But now, my kids are older, and it's easier to get away from home.
Yeah.
When you have a commitment. So, but
Right.
yeah, it hasn't been too long that I got back. It was very unexpected, though.
How long was your break, shall we say?
Oh my gosh, too many years.
Okay.
Too many years. That's
More
gonna
than
tell you-
5?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. We're talking about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least. Oh, even more than that. What am I talking about? More like 30 years.
I know what it's like to take time off, but it was 4 years. It wasn't,
No,
it
this
wasn't like
was-
that. This was
well,
5 times more than that. So
Yeah,
it's like,
and what happened is that acting was my life growing up.
Oh, uh-huh.
I really love every aspect of it. And when I had to stop acting was because, I was focusing so much into it that I let school on the side, and I was not doing very well in school, and I was already in, almost finishing high school. Actually I had 3 years to finish. So that's when, my family are like, okay, you're done. You can't handle this, and this is important, school's important, this isn't, that kind of thing. So when I stopped doing this and I got pulled out of this academy that I mentioned to you, it's like my world ended. Quite frankly, I mean, it was painful. I remember crying. I mean, it was just, I think it's like the worst heartbreak I've had, seriously. So after that, I'm like, never again. This is not going to happen to me ever again. And I literally buried, that side of me.
Yeah.
For all these years. And then just things just started happening for me. It was kind of unexpected.
Right.
But things started happening for me.
Well, that's good.
How did you get back into
Yeah.
it once you finally decided what made it click, or was it somebody else? Was it your conscious decision?
No, I was, like I said, that was buried. Actually, this is a very funny story. I have a friend of mine that she's with one of the talent agencies, and she goes, Gabi, they're looking for somebody with sleep apnea for this thing, and I have a mild sleep apnea. She's like, you should go, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I don't want no part of that, and not at all. And she's like, no, you gotta go, you gotta do this. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go. Well, when I went there, it turns out that the agent was like, I want to sign you up right now.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow, really? Seriously? Right now? Wait, I don't have a picture. I have nothing.
Yeah.
So she starts sending me out on, casting, and things like that, auditions. And I met a good friend of mine. His name is Doug Sidney.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Doug.
Yep. And, met him in one of these auditions. Anyway, we became friends. And then one day he was about to go to the Actors Expo. And he's like, hey, come with me. And he knew I did some acting, in Venezuela and all that. So anyway, he started introducing me to people. Yeah, this is an actress from Venezuela. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, seriously? You're okay. And people is like, oh, from Venezuela, an actress. Oh, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started meeting all these people. And people start meeting this actress from Venezuela.
Yeah.
And, so I thought I was being so weird about this whole thing, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? And people are like, do you have a card or do you have a resume? I'm like, no, I have nothing. Because I didn't. I have nothing.
Oh.
So anyway, in that expo, I also met Bill Cooper.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that was it. He gave me his card and he's like, when you're ready, give me a call. And that card, I hang on to that card for a little bit. It actually didn't take much, like a week only. And I'm like, I'm calling him. I mean, what do I got to lose? And I wasn't really thinking anything. I'm like, I can just play, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I started coaching he started coaching me. And I was like, it's like, it's coming back.
Yep.
She's coming back.
Okay.
And and it's like, it's almost like I cry so much during the process because it's, bringing back that little girl. And, that takes healing.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
a healing process,
Yeah.
right? So, it took me, several years to be able to grab a card and say, I want to do this for me. And then when I started experiencing, and feeling what I was feeling growing up, which is an amazing feeling, and I felt the love again. And I mean, I don't know how to explain. I know it sounds kind of weird, but
No,
it was just taking me back. And then after, it's like, this is what makes Gabi happy. And that's how I went full blown after that. It's like, that's it. This is my time. My kids are old enough. It's mom's time.
All right.
Oh, Gabi, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're doing this again.
Yeah,
the actress
me too.
from Venezuela.
Yes.
Yes, the actress.
The actress
thank
from
you,
Venezuela.
Doug.
It's true. I mean, because that's where...
he didn't lie in any way. Because,
Right.
It's just...
I did this in Venezuela, but, it's like, only like 30 years ago. But that's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So-
anyway, yeah.
Okay, so I have a two-part question then. What was your first film here after your rebirth?
Okay.
And then what was your first... Well, let's stick to film.
Okay.
Before this reawakening.
Before, I have never done film. I never did film in Venezuela.
Okay.
I only did theater and TV shows with musicals and commercial, but I never did film in Venezuela.
How about TV show? What was your first on
Well,
camera?
it was musical. Same thing during this academy.
Oh, okay.
So it was usually on the Christmas season that they would have
fun.
us part of this show. And
What age were you then?
oh my God, since I was pretty little. I mean, since I was 5,
Wow.
I was already in front of a camera. So it was.
Okay. Wow.
Actually, in my family, there's this joke because they always say, "Oh, if there's a camera, Gabi's there." Yeah. If there's a camera, where's Gabi? Gabi has to be there. So yeah.
So then what was your first film once you started getting back into it here?
Okay. So when I got back, my first film was A Cat's Listening.
Oh, yes.
And that was a 48-hour film.
Was that Braden?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. And I was the mom of the lead, Elora.
Yep.
And yes, I killed her dad. So, yeah. I think that's when my killing career started because of
I remember the cat very clearly.
Yeah.
And especially how Braden talked about working with a cat.
Yes.
But I completely must have blocked out the whole killing.
You know, I have to say was, you know, Kurt.
I remembered right when you said that, but it was just
Kurt
kind of
Peterson was my first victim.
like,
Oh, funny.
Yes.
Kurt.
Yeah, I killed him.
Poor Kurt.
Yeah, poor Kurt. I killed him several times already. So, yeah.
How many times now?
Let's see. I killed him twice.
2 times. Okay.
Yes.
What was the second time?
Well, the second time was for Me, Myself, and Ida.
Mm.
And that one was a film we did for the 50/50
Okay.
Film Fest. And yeah, that was a pretty fun project to do. And he was one of my lovers, so I
One
killed him.
of your lovers. Okay.
Yes,
But
yes.
apparently not the best one since he's gone.
She was well. The film was about this woman who had multiple personality disorder,
Oh.
if you
Okay.
will. So she was, Ida was the submissive, and then Freya was, the slut, and then Carlita was the killer.
Oh.
Wait, what was her name?
Carlita.
Carlita.
Yeah, Carlita
Okay.
was the killer. So, so every time that Freya will bring a man home, Carlita's like, ain't happening. So, so Kurt was one of
Should
the
not laugh
victims.
at that.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was.
Aw. Well, he's fun to work with. I bet that was a good
Yeah.
time. I
Yes,
bet
he
you
was
guys
fun.
had fun.
Actually, in that film, it was kind of creepy because he was the dad and he was the boyfriend too. So
Wait, what?
yeah, that was pretty creepy. I'm like, you're my daddy and you're my boyfriend.
What?
Whoa. Wow. We got some.
No, what happened is that we did a voiceover, so we can go back and see why this, personalities, where they came from. And it was a trauma that Ida had when she was little because she was abused by the daddy.
Oh.
And the voice of the daddy was Kurt.
So Kurt.
Wow.
Yes. So,
Oh dear.
Yeah, so he was the daddy.
Who directed
and
Interesting.
this?
Cole.
Okay, Cole Meyer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cole Meyer.
That
Yeah.
no.
So, so anyway, yeah, he was the daddy and the boyfriend.
Wow. So you've done 50/50 and 48. Have you done Z-Fest too?
Yes. I've
nice.
also done the Z Fest a couple times, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Do you of all your films recently, have you had a favorite?
Yeah,
role,
well,
or just something you really enjoyed playing.
I always enjoy playing the evil and the bad one. I don't know why, but it's
The one that kills Kurt.
the one that kills people.
Yeah.
The one that kills people.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of good projects that I've been part of. Very, very good stories and good team, good quality of the project and everything. I mean, it's been unbelievable. But as far as character, my favorite has been Me, Myself, and Ida.
Oh, okay.
Because it was very challenging, changing from, one
Yeah.
character to the other, in seconds. And it took a lot out of me, from places that I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to do. And usually I critique myself so much. And I think every actor do. And, always we're hard on ourselves and, but in this case I was like, I like it. I was proud of my work in this one. So that was my favorite.
So for the whole acting process, I mean, that kind of role has to really make you rethink maybe how specific your acting process needs to be, to prepare for that.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part of preparing for that type of complex role?
Learning who this person is. Try to find out why this person became who it became, especially when they're evil, because something must have happened.
Yeah.
So finding out the story and understanding where they're coming from, I think that's fascinating, especially, if you research and try to learn, because it will go back to, the human brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And behavior. So I think it's fascinating to do that. But yeah, that is my favorite part of the process, is learning who the character is and why this person does these things, or, why this person is where it is, or, I think it's fascinating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you maybe look up to or that influences you in your acting process at all?
Are you talking like celebrity?
I mean, it could be a celebrity,
Could be
it could be
anyone,
anyone
yeah.
that you personally know here, just literally anyone.
I look up to celebrities, of course. And,
Me, right? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, I do. My the one person that I love and I well, not the only one, but that I really admire, and I hope that I have the opportunity to meet, and I think I'll die if I get to work with this person, is Meryl Streep.
Yes.
That is the person to me.
Mm-hmm.
Every single film that she's done that I've watched, it's like she brings so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know, that is in my wish list. If I ever, and I hope, but if I ever have the opportunity to work in her cast, be part of her cast, I think that will be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I won't be able to sleep for many months.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, the method of her acting is just...
It's just
unbelievable.
Flawless.
Yeah.
It's just, and she brings so much. With each character, she brings so much. I mean, I don't know, she's unbelievable.
Yeah. She is the goal.
Yep. Yep. So it's I have to say that, boy, I cannot even imagine that.
Mm-hmm. So with all that you've done over the last few years, like getting started into acting again and really like taking a dive into film, has your acting career kind of progressed as you have maybe thought about it and expected it to, or have you had, or I kind of want to go further into that question, but I feel like that would be too complicated. We'll stick with that for now.
Okay. You know what? I'm happy where I'm at. And I have to say that I feel blessed of being where I'm at. All this came up to me. I didn't look for it. It kind of was landed there for me, kind of thing. Things started just happening, and, I started meeting the right people, and, it's learning from, peers, learning from people in the industry. I think that for being in this type of industry for 3 years, I think I've done pretty okay. So I'm happy where I'm at. And I didn't have any agenda when I started this. I didn't start with an agenda. I just enjoy, making Gabi happy. So, if something comes up, well, let's see. Let's go for it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Is there a role that you would like to play besides the villainous type? We know that.
Yeah.
But is there maybe something new you'd like to try in general?
Oh, my God, yes. I want to be a superhero.
Oh.
Yes.
What would be your superpower if you had the choice?
Oh, wow. That is a tough question. What would be my superpower?
Or powers.
Powers. I think I would like levitation or something,
I would like to be able to take people's strengths.
Like
Ooh.
Rogue?
Yeah,
Like that, where you suck out the energy.
Suck out the strings of
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
that will be a lot of fun, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's a good answer.
Wow.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could mimic, like, if someone could throw fireballs, you could do that too.
Oh, my
then.
gosh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So all of the superpowers.
You know, I
essentially.
grew up being, I grew up
Yeah.
being Wonder Woman. Okay.
Okay.
So
Uh-huh.
I was. As a matter of fact, I don't know. You know, they try to contact me, but
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
busy with something else.
Exactly.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. You were like, I gotta take care of the kids.
Yes, I
first.
gotta be
Can't
a mom.
do
So
it.
sorry, not this time. No.
Gal Gadot's
Oh my
contacting
God,
you for notes.
Again, I would die for that type of role. But yes, no, being a superhero, that would be so much fun, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
do some fights and
Yes.
oh God, yes.
Have you ever-
I've been asking people, make me and put me in fights. You know, I want to fight.
Have you done any of that so far?
No.
Whether it's theater or film, or
No, I have not done any fights on film, but I did the training and I'm certified
Oh,
for
what kind of-
stage
What kind of training you have?
unarmed stage fighting. So
Nice.
I can do that, but I gotta put it to practice.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What is like your favorite move for unarmed combat?
Oh my God, I can punch and kick and anything.
Yeah.
Anything and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun.
So you're saying you'd be willing to do your own stunts?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. There
Yes.
it is. The double
Superhero.
threat.
Yes. Well, this is the thing. It's like I love the adventure. I love,
Yes.
you know, like, you know, I don't know. It's just like people say, well, I went on vacation with my kids and, you know, down in Michigan, and we saw this ad of a ride, which is on a plane, you know, and people literally, you know, fly on the wings
what?
of the plane. Yeah, they hook them up and
Harness, yep.
Yep, and then they're flying on the wing, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
"Hey guys, who's in with me on this one?" And you know, my oldest is like, "I'll do it." I'm like, "All right, this is so much." So you know, like I like adventure. I like, you know, it's like I'll go for it. Let's do it.
Are you a thrill seeker? Are you a thrill seeker?
I do.
Yeah?
Yes, I like it. I get excited.
So you've jumped out of a plane with...
I would love to.
Oh, okay. So
I have not jumped
that might be
yet.
coming up. Okay.
No, I have not jumped yet. But yeah,
Okay.
I would love to. Like, you know, it's like, what do I have to do? Let's do it. You know, I don't know. Sounds fun. Anything that is adventure and, you know, pushing you to, you know, getting out of your comfort zone. I think that's mostly where I'm at as an actor is I like being pushed a little bit out of my comfort zone.
I think that's a good thing, good quality to have, especially in Minnesota, because
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
not...
We like our comfort zones.
I was going to say we're comfortable, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not quite right either. I think there's enough
Yeah.
people who want to do it, but there's a lot of safety measures that do have to go into such things.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, for sure. we'll yeah.
Sure.
I'll make
She says sure. Yeah,
I'll
go
make
ahead.
sure there's the safety measures are there. But yeah, you know, it's like any adventure, anything that's new and exciting. Let's
Right.
go for it. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know.
Oh, that would tear. We were just watching a video the other day of somebody, I don't even remember who it was, at home, of people skydiving. And even just watching the video gave me anxiety.
Yeah.
So you are like, that is just epic fives to you for being like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, it better be on camera. If
Right?
I'm gonna do it, it better
well, I
be on
guess so.
camera. If it's not on camera, then no.
Yeah, I guess they can record it too. It's like, even if you just do it for fun, you can have like a recording of you jumping out and flying down and all that kind of stuff.
Like I said, as long as it's on camera, it's got
As
on
long as
camera.
it's on
I'll
camera.
do it.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
What if it wasn't on camera and you did it?
No, then for
No.
what? No, I don't want to do it. Just like it's like, you know, it's like I don't know. No,
No.
no. I'll save that to be on camera.
Yeah.
So if you love adventure and all of that, do you would you love to be in like a film where like you maybe go to Colorado and go white river rafting?
Oh my gosh,
or
yes.
white water rafting, or
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff
Oh
too.
yeah,
Like
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. That would
be super
totally
fun.
be something I would love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite film of yours personally? Not just personally, but also one that is like action oriented at all, or superhero? I don't know.
Well, I'm a Wonder Woman
All right.
fan. So
That was a
you
stupid
know.
question. Yeah.
No, I'm a Wonder Woman fan. But no, I'm huge on all the, Avengers.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan, of all the Marvel, movies and actually I like the DC as well. But all of those action movies are just so much fun. Now let's not forget the James Bond, the Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much out there. Indiana Jones. Oh, that would be so much fun to do.
Oh, man.
Indiana Jones, except for the bug part. But yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
The bug.
The bugs.
They have bug scenes.
With like bugs, and then there's snakes and all that kind of
I
stuff.
know the snakes. Yeah.
That is something I don't know if I can handle.
No.
Yeah, dealing with animals like snakes, bugs. No, I think that's put the stunt double there.
So it's okay to potentially hurt yourself, but the moment a spider shows up,
Yeah,
like
I can
body double.
die. That's fine, but no bugs, please.
I can almost die, but I don't want to see a rodent or an insect near my.
Well, I have
love it.
I don't know if we have time, but I have a funny story.
Oh, yeah.
And it's I took my kids to the Bahamas and we stay at Atlantis, the resort, Atlantis, and they have a huge tank with sharks in it.
What?
Yeah, and one of the attractions is swimming with the sharks. Okay, so my daughter was at the time like 15, maybe, I don't know, 16. Anyway, we're here and my daughter is like, I'm swimming with the sharks. I'm like, oh, you are? And she's like, yeah, I'm doing it and you're doing it with me. I'm like, no, I'm not. Oh, really? You can't do it? Like, she started daring me.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is great. And she's like, well, if you don't want to do it with me, I want to do it by myself, but I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, no, she's not going in the tank by herself.
Right.
She's not doing this. So I'm like, fine, I'll do it with you. No problem. Now, my other two were little, okay? And so I'm signing all the forms, like if you get eaten, if you
Oh my God.
I'm signing, but I don't know what I'm signing. This is all little tiny letters. And I'm just signing, and I tell the guy, well, the sharks in there, they don't have teeth, right? He started laughing. And he's like, what do you mean they don't have teeth? Of course they have teeth. They have a ton of teeth. I'm like, okay.
They have shark dentists.
Oh.
I'm like, so how do I know that if I go in the tank, I'm not going to get,
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're signing the form.
mauled.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Okay.
what he's like, no, that's not true. Sharks don't like people. They don't eat. I'm like, that's
sure.
not what I think.
Yeah.
And that's not what I've heard, and they're like, no. I'm like, okay, let me think. I'm like, okay, how often do they eat? He goes, once a week. I'm like, once a week? I mean, you got to be kidding me. When is the next feeding?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to go when they're hungry.
Yeah.
And he was like, actually, tomorrow at noon. I'm like, okay, you feed them at noon. When is the next, swim? And he's like, at 1. I'm like, okay, when they're still full, that's when I'm going in with my daughter.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing that. I couldn't sleep all night.
Oh, no.
I was just very stressed out on this one.
On your
And-
vacation.
I know. And the
man.
worst part is that here we're in the tank and it's all glass. And my 2 little boys were just glued to the glass.
Oh, no.
Seeing us. And I'm like, okay, I would totally going to ruin my kids if I get right now eaten by a shark.
Right.
And they're, they're
A bloody massacre.
watching their mom and sister being, eaten up by.
Yeah.
Did they get it on film?
You know what? This is funny because I had a water camera. And as we were down there, in the bottom, there was this shark that, swam right behind Nicole, my daughter, and I just, boom, I took a picture, and there it is, and I show people, look, I'm so proud of showing, and they're like, you have your daughter next to a shark and all you can think of is a picture. Anybody would be like, look behind you or don't move.
Yeah.
Or, I'm like, oh no, this gotta be caught on camera for sure.
You need proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I go for that. I was dared by my daughter, I have to say. But
yeah, you were.
But
so you were allowed to take the picture then because she
but I didn't do a selfie. I should have done a selfie or something.
Well, that wasn't really
but that
big,
wasn't
I
a
bet.
thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing back then.
That is incredible.
But
oh my goodness.
No, it was fun. So I go for it. See, it wasn't too hard to convince.
After the feeding.
But yes,
after lunch.
Oh my gosh, yes. And
Yeah,
I
who
wanna
wants to go
when
the
they're
day
hungry.
before, right? Oh my gosh.
No, there's no way I would get in that tank.
How many sharks were there?
There were like 8 of them or 10
Holy
of them,
crap.
but they were like different type. Like there was one that was like a hammer, and there were ones that were actually like hidden in the sand. So I was terrified. What happened if I step on one and bites me?
No kidding.
I'm like, I'm watching like where am I stepping? I want to kind of swim a little. It was kind of like jumping and moving my feet a little bit, so because I was afraid to step on one of them. But
yeah, so as you were getting into the tank, I want to know, how were the pool attendants? I don't know what was
the people that were like watching you,
like, were they like just go ahead and get in the tank or what?
Well, yeah, there's audience.
There's an audience.
There's audience. People are watching
to see
this
if you get
crazy
eaten.
people that are actually going in the tank with sharks. And so yeah, there's some audience there, and this is like I want to say like a 30 between 25 30 feet deep tank, maybe like 30. So it took us a while because of the pressure, to be able to get there, but.
So you're in there
This
for
is a mega tank. This is
Right.
not a little tank. I mean, put it this way: there's the signature slide of the resort. There's a part that's clear and it goes under the tank, so you can see the sharks swimming as you're going on the
Okay.
on the slide. So this is like a mega tank.
So
But
it's kind of like a tease for the sharks, like, here's what you're missing out on, and then here are the people that you can actually...
Yeah, here's people that you can actually play with, and those
Yeah.
are the teasers.
Yeah, those are like the warm-ups. It's like, ooh, who's getting in the tank now?
I'm telling you,
man.
after that, I'm like, okay, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Check.
I think I'll just
I'm
take
not
the
doing it
slide,
again.
and that's it.
Yeah, that's what my kids did,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
slide, and
Yeah.
but they were so little.
Right.
Too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, because you have this huge oxygen helmet that you got to wear, and just the helmet is like 70 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you have to be old enough to be able to handle the weight.
Your daughter was old enough?
Yeah, she was 16, 15, somewhere around there. So
You can't even smoke a cigarette until you're 18, but she can go in the tank with the sharks, apparently.
because
She was
her mom
determined,
signed
though.
all the forms saying,
Yeah.
if she gets eaten, it's
it was
okay.
mom's fault. I see. Uh-huh.
Yeah, see all the...
So she can completely,
Yeah, no,
So it's totally okay.
yeah, no, that was
That's incredible.
crazy, but yeah. That
how was she going to do it on her own without you? Never mind.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't it be traumatic if my kids are watching
no kidding.
on the glass and then... Yeah, that would not be a good...
If you went back, would she be able to convince you to do it again?
You know what? I don't think I would do it again.
No?
Again, better be on film. I'm better be
Right.
getting paid for that.
Yeah, no kidding. That would be sweet.
Yeah, what was that?
Man.
I would do that, but
Not Jaws, but the other one, the Deep Blue.
Oh, Deep Blue Sea,
Yeah, I think so.
I think.
Yeah.
Is that what it?
With
What's her name?
the guy
Samuel Jackson too, I think.
and the guy that does Lip Sync Battle now. Why can't I think of his name right now?
oh my God,
I don't know.
we're blanking out.
Everyone I
Yeah.
know that's listening to this is just gonna make fun of me. for
Anyways, the
forgetting
shark movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if my character is crazy enough that needs to go down there with the sharks, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. You should put that like on your resume.
But
like,
I don't think I'm
we'll
going to
do
do it.
amazingly crazy, adventurous
swam
things.
with the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an attention getter.
Like you can swim with sharks. You're a pro.
I have.
There it is.
Compared to
have
everybody
The
else, you're a pro.
actress from Venezuela who swam with sharks.
There you go.
I know.
What else can we add to that title?
Wow. And she likes killing people.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be.
Man.
Oh boy. Yeah. No. That's a lot of fun.
No kidding.
So any adventure, see?
Yeah. So what's next for you? What do you think? I mean, do you have any new film projects on the horizon, or?
There's a couple of small projects that I'm being part of, but mostly, keep training and keep preparing myself. I see myself actually once my little one is out to college, which is in a couple years, I see myself moving. So that is, yes, I am.
Oh.
Yes, I definitely would like to go to Los Angeles after my little one is, out to college. And so that will be the big thing for me, because that would be definitely a big move.
I think there's a lot of that here. It's kind of like a few years out for some people. I've noticed there's been some talk about that, but so I've heard. But yeah, Los Angeles is different for sure. So
well, besides the acting part of it, right? And the business itself and the opportunities and all of that. I mean, it's just, being next to the ocean. I mean, I'm an ocean person, being next to the ocean and, the weather and all of that, right?
Yes.
I mean, I've been in Minnesota, 25 years, and I still don't get used to the winter.
Right.
I'm still, yeah.
No, it's impossible. It is
is.
impossible to get used to it if you're not born here.
Yeah. So, besides, like I said, that the acting portion of it is just as a, I think it's amazing. I've been there a couple times, or more than a couple times, and I'm like, I can totally be here. Like this feels good. So,
and you're bilingual, so
I am bilingual.
Yeah,
yes.
that would work. I could see that working. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, so you can come and visit.
Absolutely. All the time. That'd be amazing. We'll just go hang out at the beach.
Yes.
Watch from Meryl
Streep. Exactly.
So where can people find like your work or get a hold of you or any of that? Like, do you have a website or do you have social media accounts, things like that?
Well, right now, as far as my work, it's all online, either YouTube or Vimeo, a lot of the films that I've done, the short films, are going through festivals and such.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, I still have not seen one that it's been out on festivals. I have not seen it.
Oh, wow.
So, but basically that's, as far as work, that's what it is. My website, my daughter's working on it. So she's getting that ready for me. But I am in Instagram. I'm putting everything on Instagram, is Gabi _Delmo. And, I put everything there, also on Facebook. So, yeah.
Nice.
What was it? Me, Myself, and Ida? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that out anywhere, or?
You know what? I think that one, I don't know if it's out on YouTube, actually.
Okay.
It might be on YouTube. I'm not even sure.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, that one, I want to see that.
Yeah, you've piqued my interest.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, that one was a challenge. But yes, definitely is something to look for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
one more question.
Yeah. Oh, so Gabi, what do you want people to remember most about you?
That I'm an amazing actress. Wow, she rocked. No, just
Yeah.
no, what I really want people to remember me for is, being respectful and, honest. And one of the things, if I can bring a little light of happiness to somebody, that's what I like doing. So yeah, that's what I like people to remember me, being Gabi. So
Aww.
yeah,
I like that.
Your own brand of respect.
Yeah,
happiness.
it's just, well, see, this is the thing. I think that we're in a world that is so dark in so many aspects. And, if you can do something for someone and just bring a smile, and they're little things. You don't have to go, overboard. But if you do a little something for someone and it brings a smile, it's like, okay, I did my job.
Absolutely.
So anything that I can do for somebody, that makes me happy. So
well, you've brought us a lot of smiles today.
Yeah.
That's good.
What a great story, too.
Absolutely. Yes.
I got to thank Doug Sidney when I see him again.
Well, and he's probably going to say, oh, wow, I don't remember that. But anyway. But yeah, I have to say that here, in the Twin Cities, it was Doug was, the one who was talking about this Venezuelan actress to everybody. And then Bill Cooper, was the one who kind of gave me the confidence again, and he kind of went inside and pulled that little Gabi out. I have to say.
That's great.
So so I have to thank them both for being back.
Yeah. Well, Gabi, we hope to have you on again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was amazing having you here.
Hopefully, we'll get you before LA does. So
yes.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just have to go out there and find you.
And you come and visit.
Absolutely. Oh, that is definitely happening.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes.
No, thank you so much for having me. And,
absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a blast. And until next time.
Yep. I'm Alan with Film in Minnesota.
I'm Rahana. And thanks for listening.
Yep. See you guys next time. Well, thank you for listening to our podcast.
We appreciate you joining in.
We run a show every other week.
And if you are in film and are interested in being on the show with us and being our guest, you can reach us in a few different places. We do have an email. It is filminminnesota@gmail.com, as well as on Instagram or Facebook. Our name is, believe it or not, Film in Minnesota. So thanks for joining in.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.